The children were quite shocked. The youngest one cried and said, "Mommy, we're gonna die, we're gonna die."
That was a horrible experience. In December we went on holiday. We went to St. Lucia. We prefer that part of the country as it's the bushveld and the ocean combined. And on the 3rd of January we decided, as it was a rainy day, we would rather go to one of the nearby reserves.
So we drove into the reserve and we found leopard prints as we were driving, and we decided to see if we could find any leopard.
And then we found a breach in the reserve which we entered with the vehicle. As we got onto the breach, the right side of the vehicle started slipping, and I felt the breach deteriorating beneath the vehicle.
And we started rolling and landed up in this pond.
As it landed, we were in water about this high already, which my wife and I felt there was crocodiles and hippos in there.
I then sat in shock, and suddenly my husband just screamed at me, "Get the kids out, get the kids out."
It was at that stage that we realized our cell phones were lost with the car as it was sinking in the water, and we were in the middle of this vast remote place.
We walked for 7 hours through the reserve for about 40 kilometers with no food and no water until we reached the fence of the nature reserve, where we found the gate to break through.
Literally an hour after we sat down to sleep, the elephants were on the fence inside of the reserve.
And the electric fence started making sparks everywhere, and we started getting scared and thought, but these elephants wants to get to us.
So we got so frightened at a stage that we went to hid away behind a little cement railway house, and eventually a train came past at about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and it stopped. And luckily the train security then came with a vehicle, and they rescued us and took us back to the nearest town, which was, when we found out, was about 80 kilometers away.
The next morning I phoned OUTsurance, and they were very assistant and helpful.
They immediately sent out an assessor from Richards Bay, the closest area,
which then arranged a Black Hawk, as that was the only thing that seems to be able to get the Jeep out of that pond.
What also impressed us was what the assessor did from OUTsurance, and he immediately arranged everything and got the claim sorted out in a matter of days. He went down with the Black Hawk helicopter and he brought back personal belongings that was submerged in the water with that vehicle. Specifically this hippo that we bought for our youngest son, he was very upset that this was lost. In addition to that, also my glasses and my watch and my cell phone. So I was so thankful, and my claim got settled. They paid off the vehicle after that. It was a write-off, and I actually got some money from that as well, which I didn't expect. And I'm just very, very grateful for OUTsurance. The service was truly spectacular.